Hey guys, got another video for you. I'm going to show you how to disassemble Magpul PTS M version 120 round mid-cap PMAGs. I've got 6 of them here. These are all brand new in package. I'm not saying these mags will jam or won't jam, but in the case that they do, they are extremely easy to work on. So we'll grab one of these to work on real quick. Put these to the side. These are my favorite AEG magazines. They're built really well. They're tough. For anyone who doesn't know what these are, I'll go over them. These are Magpul PTS PMAGs, of course. Told you that already. Pretty much the same polymer used as the real Magpul PMAGs. I believe it's DuPont polymer. Pretty much all the same features as the M versions. You got your desk cover up here. Doesn't really do much for airsoft, but usually I just leave these in the bag, but you can snap it on the bottom like so. Get rid of this. Let's see. There you have some trademarks, you know, training only, whatnot. PMAG 30. Of course, these hold 120 rounds for airsoft 6mm BBs. As far as jamming and feeding goes, a lot of it depends on the gun you're using, the hop-up you're using, of course, and the BBs you actually put in here. So far, I haven't ran into any major issues running these. Total lifetime, I've probably owned about 16 of these at various times, so I like them. Getting started with disassembly, first thing you want to do is, of course, take the desk cover off. We slid that to the side. You're going to push this button here, push it down, and you'll slide the base plate forward. Put that down, and then you'll see an Allen screw here. Unscrew that. After you do that, the entire internal mid-cap portion slides right out the top. This is the shell. It's really tough. You can barely flex it on the top or the bottom. You can barely flex the bottom. Most flex comes from the top. Here with the mid-cap portion, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws that you have to take out with. I use a small Phillips head. When you're taking these apart, you need to be aware of the springs in here. You will have one spring here for the stopper. You'll have the main feed spring, of course, and you'll have 2 springs here for the base plate button. Another thing you need to watch out for is a square washer here that sometimes will fall out too. This main feed spring has a tab here, but I've never been able to open it from the outside, but it helps with reinserting it once you get the mid-cap back together. So now we'll take this apart. See if I can get it. There we go. These are new mags, so these screws are probably going to be pretty tight. And I will normally set these screws aside, putting them in a formation that I pulled them out in, so you don't get any cross-threading with screws trying to screw them into different screw holes than what they came out of. And this disassembly process will work for all of Magpul PTS's PMAGs and their EMAGs. So any color of the M version PMAGs, the black EMAGs, both Gen 1 and Gen 2, as well as the new translucent T-mags. These all break down the same. Here we are on the last screw. I hope this thing doesn't explode on me. Probably best to take it apart from the top so you can get the feed spring to go through. See what we got going on here. Now here is what I was talking about with the main feed spring has a guide on it, and as you can see it has a lip here keeping it inside, so I'm not sure if you can pop that out from the outside at all, but it does help when you're putting this mag back together. So we will just take the feed spring through here and set it up top. My other PMags normally explode on me, but this one stayed completely intact. Here you have the stopper spring. It did pop forward though. I normally glue the end of the spring to the inside of this, but we'll try to put it back together without doing that. Hopefully that'll stay there. And then you have the two springs for the base plate, and of course this square, I'd call it a washer because this is what the Allen screw from the outside screws into. So now that we have everything back in place, normally this is where you would check for problems. Say you have a jam. This is where I would check. If you over lube this, depending on what lube you use, it will gum up, and that is where you'll get a lot of jams. So a lot of people tell you, lube your mags, but over lubing them can be a problem as well. So this is the best way I find to troubleshoot your mags. Take them apart first. They're easy to put back together. However, this square washer does not like to always go in, so. And putting them back together is just the reverse method we use to take it apart, and then I will show you how to put the main feed spring back in while it's disassembled. Alright, so now that we have all of those screws back in, we can now slide in the main feed spring. So, going to put the follower in there. and try to make sure this feeds around. Kind of have to play with it a bit. Alright. Then once you get to the end, you kind of have to push the spring up because it's getting its full tension now. And then once you have it there, you have the tab in here and you just snap it down. Let's see, hold on, the spring's giving me a little bit of tension here. There we go. That's it. Now you have your mid cap back together. I'm gonna slide it back in to the outer housing. Put this screw back in. Make sure it's in there nice. Base plate back on. And for aesthetic purposes, I guess we can snap the dust cover on as well. There you have it. Thanks for watching.